of living. They told me to give them in details how much I spent because the scholarship is going to be starting around October. I'll be telling you what to do to get the full scholarship where you get paid stipends. Stipends is like they pay you every month. They pay your accommodation. They pay for your flights from whatever country you're coming from to China. They pay for everything. So I'll be telling you what to do to stand a chance of getting that scholarship. So stay tuned because at the end of this video, I'll be saying visa and also how to get the scholarship.
She like it on me. I like the way she take it. They like my picture. I make her jealous.
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Jennifer. Thank you for coming. I hope you decide to join the family, subscribe and comment. My oldies, thank you very much. I really love it. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, anyways, in today's video, so I posted a video on what to expect coming to China. I think you should go and watch it, but people wanted like more in-depth explanation about everything China, visa, and these days you have been texting me, especially because of visa issues and everything. So before you decide to say, oh no, I don't want to watch the video, let me tell you what we'll be doing here. The first section, I'm going to be answering questions from people that have asked me so far about China visa, school, cost of living. They told me to give them in details how much I spend cost of living, so I'm going to be saying it. And also at the end of the video, I'll be telling you the time. Okay, scholarship is going to be starting around October. I'll be telling you what to do to get the full scholarship where you get paid stipends. Stipends is like they pay you every month. They pay your accommodation. They pay for your flights from whatever country you're coming from to China. They pay for everything. So I'll be telling you what to do to stand a chance of getting that scholarship. And also the normal school scholarship where you just go and you pay only maybe just accommodation. Sometimes you don't pay accommodation, you pay full like nothing, and you don't need an exam. You don't need to write an exam to get that scholarship. So stay tuned because at the end of this video, I'll be saying visa and also how to get the scholarship. Okay? And please don't forget like. In fact, let me wait for you people to like. Anyways, yeah. So we will start by answering questions then before we go to the next one. Okay? So the first question was, when do September intake should start making plans to travel? I think the person trying to say, when does September intake need to start planning to travel? I think you should start now. I think by now you should have gotten your document because there are a lot of new changes that were made to the Chinese visa this time around. Like there are a lot of changes that wasn't there last year. I wasn't there when I applied. So I think you should start now. By now, you should be in the embassy, like, because I had a lot of people this time around. When I did my own, it was the business section that had a lot of people. The student section, nothing. I went in and out, and I was out. So yeah. The second one is, how long have you been in China? I've been in China for 7 years plus, but like 7 years basically. Is it hard to learn the language? I think it depends. If you're really like you're good with languages, it might not be hard for you. If you feel like you need to learn it, because learning it can help you. You can communicate with Chinese people. You can make friends. Even from there, you can even make money. I don't want to say it, but it's not. You can't work in China, but if you can speak in Chinese fluently, anyway, let me not say it here. You understand what I'm trying to say, but yeah. So it's good to learn when you come to the country, learn Chinese so you can be able to communicate with people. Yeah. Aside study visa, business visa, which other visa is okay and easy to apply? Okay, we have the spouse visa, there's the work visa, and there's the visitor visa. Spouse visa, if you have like a partner in China here that's either on a student visa or any other visa, you can be on a spouse. You can apply that you go on a spouse, you be on a spouse visa. Visitor visa is just basically what it means. Visitor visa, you come here to visit. Business visa, if you have a business in Nigeria or in China here, you can get a business. You just need to register it, pay. You have to pay money though. I think the last time I had, you pay almost 30,000 RMB to get the, yeah. So then I'm supposed to do a video about it because someone actually asked me, and I thought I'm going to like get back to her. So probably a business, I'm going to do a video about like how to apply for a business visa. If you want to see that, drop it in the comment section so I can be motivated to take my camera and film it. Okay, next question, cost of living in China. Okay, the cost of living in China, it just depends. Okay, when I came here in 2018, I would use like 1,000 RMB. I would think I'll put the conversion and I will use it like for 2 years, 2 months. Sorry, not 2 months. Maybe like 2 weeks or 1 week. It just depends because what I do is I buy my whole groceries. I buy tomatoes, buy chili, buy everything basically for food. Then Nigerians, like how we do, we cook in large quantities. So we put it. Our dorms usually have fridge. Our dorms comes with fridge, air conditioned beds, drawers and the rest. So I'll just put it in my fridge, and I'll be taking it. So like in a week, I can use it for like a week, like 100 things I buy for 100 RMB. Even now, I still do that, but now it's just that I buy things and I keep. So like that 100 RMB is like I'm topping up. Like maybe I already have things, I'm just like using 100 RMB to top up what I already have. So cost of living is cheap in China related to other, compared to other countries. It's really cheap. You can get food of 8 yuan. It just depends on what you want, but it's cheap. So I would say in a month, maybe budget like 2 to 300 RMB in a month to get groceries. But if you're coming as a first timer, budget more than that because you will need so much money. You need things like your duvet. I said it in my last video, the cost of living. You need things like duvet and the rest, so you have to budget more than that. But like monthly, maybe 100, 200, 300. It shouldn't be up to 500 unless you want to buy like and stock, like when you're buying chicken in like bulk, maybe 26 pieces, because you can do that. You really do that in bulk. So yeah. Then transportation in China. The person was asking like how I was like, there's a bus, so you can use the bus and you pay 2 yuan every time you're using the bus. But most times our school, cause China is very big compared to other countries that don't have dorms. So our school, you find that your dorm is very close to your school, or even if you're going to be working, you won't even walk a long distance because they build a school, they build a dorm. So if you're staying in the dorm, and most times they want you to stay in the dorm for your own safety because they feel like first time to be safe, stay in the dorm. That's I think that was one thing I like with China because my brother, when he traveled to the other country, to the country he traveled to, there were no accommodations for students. Like there were like little accommodation to no accommodation. But here there's enough, and they advise you to stay in the dorm for your safety, which I think is very good and considerate to people, especially people that are coming here as minors. Yeah, so it's really not far, so you wouldn't need to get a bus to go to school. But another thing again that China has done that make things easier is an electric bike. You get an electric bike for like it ranges from 1,500 to 3,500 depending on the type you want. You get, if you want the sports bike, if you want, so it just depends on the type of bike you want. There's a small one, it just depends. Like mine, I think I got my own for like 2,000. Yeah, so it just depends on the bike, the kind of bike you want. And there's also like the taxi maybe 8 yuan. It's just very cheap. If you don't want to go out, you walk. Anyways, can I work in China as a student? No, you cannot work legally in China as a student. You can't work in a school. Don't do that. Yeah, thing you can do to make money, you can do businesses, like you can help people source for things. I think that's how I started. You can help people source for things here. Then maybe if something is 8 yuan, you can say okay, it's 10 yuan, you add your own gain. And that's it. But there are other ways to make money. I just cannot say it here. There's other ways you can make good money. I just cannot say it here because I don't want, yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, the next question is, I didn't get my JW202 sent to my country. Okay, that's what I'm saying. The next, like when it comes to like the aspect of visa, you don't need to get a JW202 sent to your country anymore. There's someone asked me recently, he sent me his, I think it's different from the usual one. So I was like, yeah, it's correct, just that now they don't need to use DHL to send your document to you. That was last year and the rest. Now in your JW202 there's a QR code that they will just scan, and all your information that have already been put in by the Chinese government will be there. Do you get? So you don't need to get, so if they are not sending it, don't worry, that's like the new policy, which I think is seamless and is better, because waiting for JW202 is another time wasted. So yeah, no need. Do I have to pay application fee first before applying for admissions? It just depends on the school. My school, you apply first. If they see that you're going to get it, like they can give you the admission, they'll tell you, okay, you have been given admission, but you need to pay application fee. That's how my school is. You pay 800, but you don't pay before you apply. You pay after you apply, and they have considered you for the scholarship. They won't tell you the scholarship you are going to get, so you know if you want to embark on this journey or not. But other schools, they tell you to pay first. Like I helped my friend pay like in other schools, and they said they haven't even gotten admission. They were just paying for the application fee. So it just depends on the school. Yeah. Is biochemistry program available in English or undergraduates there? I think what I'm trying to say is biotechnology accepted in Chinese English language. Okay, firstly, she actually said biochemistry, but yeah, it's not biochemistry, it's biotechnology, which is what I studied. This is what I studied biotechnology, and yes, it's accepted in English, and most of them are like it's scholarship. Biotechnology courses, most of them in most schools are offering full funded scholarships for people. Come me, okay, me, I didn't know that I could apply for a full funded scholarship, so I didn't come with a full funded scholarship. I was just on the partial, like just 30% out of my original school fees I was paying, which is still okay. Yeah, but now with the current rate, it's a lot. But yeah, you can get full scholarship for it. So the grading system in China, I think I said it in my last video. If you get 55 or 59.9, it's a fail. You have to rewrite that course. 59.99999 is still a fail. You have to get from 60 upward. 60 to I think 80 is a C. Then 60 to 70 is a C. 80 to 90 is a B. 90 to 100 is an A. So I feel like when you're targeting, try targeting for A. Actually, when you're on full scholarship, try targeting for an A and B, because they do it as per, like, okay, for example, now the full scholarship is Terra 1, Terra 2, and Terra 3. So now it depends on how it is. Like for me, I wasn't on the full scholarship, but I had friends that were there. And even if the person is higher than them with just 0.9, they might put you in Terra B and put the person in Terra A. Like that's how it is. So you try to always target for a high. So in China, what they do with their grading system is sometimes homework is like 20%, attendance is like 10%, participation in class activities, they'll give you points for that. Presentation, they'll give you points for that. So all those things, when you're doing those things, maybe you see that you have gotten like 50%. If you know that you completed it diligently, 50%. Now it's just for you to write an exam, do it well, and maybe get like 40 or 50. I don't know anyone that got 100 before, but yeah, you get a good maybe 98, 99. That one is doable, you can get that. So yeah, so what am I saying? Try to target high and try to take extra classes. Like me, what helped me with my GPA is that I was doing well in my grading, like 98, 90 something, but the only thing that brought me down was my biochemistry. I think I got 78 in biochemistry, and I realized that thing is going to be a weakness for me, so I had to take extra classes. I took Chinese. We were supposed to take Chinese for just 1 year, but I did Chinese 1, Chinese 2, Chinese 3, 4, 5, 6. I did Chinese psychology, so it was part of what was added to my point, and I got like a higher grade and GPA when I graduated from school. You can do that. You can try to get more extracurricular activities, do more things, take more like extra courses that your school is offering. As far as they tell you that it's going to add to your grade, make sure you know. Let you know. So you don't waste your time doing unnecessary courses. Yeah. What app can I use to buy things in China and it arrives before I get to China? You can use Taobao, Pinduoduo, yeah, and 1688. But you would have to put an address, and I don't think you can get it from when you're back in Nigeria, because you need Alipay and WeChat, and not just having them, you need to link them to your bank, so that when you are paying just directly, you pay with Alipay and WeChat. Put your school address, because in Chinese university there's always like a place where all the packages are stored, so no matter how long you stay, you come and you meet your package. If you can't find it, you tell them, they'll help you find it. Maybe it's misplaced somewhere, they'll help you find it. So yeah. Difference between Chinese university and Nigerian university. Okay, I did not school in a Nigerian university, so I can't know the difference. But I think first, one thing is they don't have strikes, because during the COVID, when we were on lockdown, I thought we won't, like, I was like, oh, I don't think I'll graduate, and I'm supposed to graduate. School resumed and we all resumed. We were doing online, but we're all resuming. They followed the calendar diligently. Like when I was supposed to graduate, I graduated that period. So there's nothing like delay in the Chinese schooling system. Nothing like delay, and nothing like, okay, I'll wait 1 semester to take my class. And if you're doing that, no problem. You go home and wait for it. You can't wait in their country. Either you're schooling or you're going back home to go and wait for 1 semester to continue. Yeah, and again, their lecturers are very accessible. Me, when I had questions, I'll go to my head teacher or my, like, we call them laushi. You go there, you ask them questions, they answer you. If you have an assignment, you just talk to them. Like, it's very easy, and we don't need to start, like, there's no formal, like, you can just call your head teacher by their names. Oh, Kiku, blah blah blah. Me, the Nigerian in me will not allow me, so I'll be like, oh, Miss Kiku or Mr. Alan. I would always put that thing, or Professor. I would always put that thing, because me calling them by their name, I feel like I'm embarrassing my ancestors, so I can't do that. So, what if I want to sponsor myself? If you have the money, my dear, do it. Do it. Like, you just have to pick self-sponsor when you apply for the school. Do it. I got admission to another country. I want to know the benefit of studying in China. It just depends on the country and your financial status. If you can deal with the expenses from the other country, then go for it. But China benefits is that you get scholarship. The accommodation is yearly if you're still in the dorm, unless you're moving off campus, which I feel like most countries, they don't have dorm fee. And even if they have dorms, it's always very expensive. Like, you can be paying, because of the current rates now in Africa, like, because I feel like Africa now is having really bad economy crisis. So, like, for example, now Nigeria, something that was paying 250 for a year for dorm is now like almost 500 to 600 for a year, just because of the rates. So, but at least it's yearly. Some people are paying that in other countries monthly, so it's cheap. Cost of living is cheap. I think literally China is cheap. Transportation is cheap. If you want to go from one city to another city with train, it's very, very, very cheap. So yeah. Please, what's the new visa process? Okay, this brings me to my next point. I'll be putting a new, like, the website where the first thing you do is a website, a Chinese visa website, where you fill all your information on your phone, laptop, anywhere. You fill it. I'll put it in the description, so do well to check the website. So when you do that, you fill every form. They'll ask you when you are leaving, when you expect. Even if you have not booked your ticket, just write where, like, your expectant date of leaving the country, the city you are leaving, going to be staying, things like that. It's usually in your admission letter. Then for when you'll be staying in China, put from when you got your admission to the date you're supposed to graduate. Yeah, maybe two days apart, you can do that. So yeah, then because if you apply for, or when you are applying for a study visa, when you are applying for admissions, right, you were asked for police character. So now, if your police character has expired, because it takes 3 months for the, like, valid police character, so you need a 3-month valid police character. If you have passed that 3 months, you need to get a new police character. Okay, so now the police character you're getting this time around, you have to take it with your passport to the Chinese embassy, not the main embassy for interview, the other one, like, where you submit documents and everything. You take it there to get it approved. Like, you get the foreign stamp, and it's 30,000 naira for that. You get the foreign stamp. Yeah, that's like the first step. After you have filled the Chinese form, first step, got the foreign stamp. After you get the foreign stamp, now, if you WAEC result, that's if you're going for undergraduate, and if you're going for master's and your university certificate has not been notarized by the foreign affairs, please now take it to the foreign affairs to get it stamped. That can cost like 10k to 30k. People say they did it for 30k, some people say they did it for 10k. Yeah, it just depends. Shine your eyes, like, be smart. And I'll be putting this currency in USD for other countries that are watching. And this is the procedure is also the same for everybody. Like, you have to get it stamped. Yeah. So you get it stamped. When you get it stamped, now you have your whole notarized documents. So I'll be putting the address of the foreign affairs, and I'll put the address of the Chinese embassy where you get the foreign stamp for your your police character. But I want to give you one tip. If your police character you're going as a student, let them put that university you're applying for is for a student. If they don't do that, you will not get it. You keep on changing and redoing it. You don't have that time to waste. You don't have that money to waste. So please make sure that they put students. And police character now in Naira is like 60k. When I did mine, it was 15k, but now it's 16k. When you have done that, your this thing is now stamped. Everything is your documents. Gather all your documents, the police character, the if you are using bank statement, if your father is like your parents are the ones sponsoring you, they should write a sponsorship letter and you go and notarize it. You can notarize it in any part of your the country, whether if you're not staying in Abuja or Lagos, notarize it anywhere. I think if you were to bargain with them, the highest they will take is 1,000 or 2,000. I don't think they should charge much. If you are sponsoring yourself, you don't need to notarize your document. If your uncle is sponsoring you, he has to write a sponsorship letter, which you have to notarize. Another tip I will give you see those people outside the Chinese embassy. When you get there, ignore them. Don't even answer them because those people will rip you off. They'll tell you, oh no, this your document is not good. Just ignore them, leave them alone. Gather all your documents, go to the Chinese website, you will see everything you need. Get it. In case I'm forgetting anything, get it and leave those people. Because they are thieves. When I say thieves, they are criminals. Yeah, so do those things. Now, after you have all your document, your police character, your passport, certificate, bank statement, sponsorship letter, now you go to the Chinese embassy and submit your documents. Then you submit your documents. The next week, they'll give you an appointment for a week later. That next week, you come for your interview. They'll just ask you basic questions. Like me, they just asked me, because then I was not like fully 18. I was not yet 18, I was about to go. They just asked me like, who will be my guardian? I was like, okay, I'll be 18 before I get to China. That was it. I wasn't yet, so I was like, who? Because if you're 17, you will need someone in China that will be your guardian, that will be signing for who will be your guardian. They asked me who was going to be sponsoring me. I was like, okay, my dad. And that was it. And the man was even, because it was a Chinese man that interviewed me. He was like, why are you like leaving? You're so young. I'm like, yeah. Anyways, it's just something simple. I don't know, unless your village people decide to start working that day and they start asking questions. So yeah, it's not stressful. Especially the fact that you have scholarship. So bank statement, if you have scholarship, maybe if you are on full scholarship, maybe just show like 6 million or 7 million, just to show that okay, yeah, if you lose your scholarship, you have money to pay for it. But if you don't have scholarship, the school fees you're going to be paying times another extra money, or add some extra money to top up for your flight ticket and the rest. Show them maybe like 50,000 RMB or so. Show them so they know that okay, you can sustain yourself and feeding and everything. Because as I told you, students are not allowed to work in China, so you'll be getting money from home. Yeah. So after that, you come the next week. After your interview, the next week again, that's when you come for your final decision. So it takes 3 weeks. First week, you book an appointment, give all your documents. Second week, you come for the interview. Third week, you go for your final decision. And please, when you're going, they will ask you for your international passports printout. So have everything, all your documents printed out, so you can separate it, printed, copied, photocopy, and original. Don't give them the original, please. The photocopy. So you have 2 photocopy passports, international passport. Please print it out outside, like before you come, because I didn't know that I didn't have the right sizes of my passport. I had to take another passport there, and my dad paid I think 6,000. That was in 2018. My dad paid 6,000. So imagine how much it would be now. They were like, no, it's not the right size, blah blah blah. My dad has to pay. I had to take another one there. Then they said I didn't have a photocopy of my international passport. I had to pay 1,500 to print it out there. Thank God they allowed me come in with my dad, because I was not yet of age, so they allowed me come in with my dad. Yeah, my dad is the kind of person that I must go with my child. So yeah, so I went with my dad, and everything was there. The second time I went for my interview, my mom was there. Like, it's just easy for me because I was so small, so my parents were there helping me. Yeah. So that's what I'm just saying. Get your whole documents printed out, extra copies, then the original, so that when they ask, you don't have money to waste. Then the application fee, I don't really know how much it is, but I will ask and I'll put it like in the comment section, like in my video now. I'll put it. I'll ask people that have applied and I'll put it, and you will know, so you know how much to budget when coming. So for the scholarship I was telling you about, the CSC scholarship is a scholarship that They will pay for your stipends, accommodation. You're coming from Nigeria to, or sorry, from any country you are coming from to China. Even here, they'll be giving you monthly money. If you want to live off campus, they'll give you monthly to be paying your house rent. Or if you want to move in, stay in the dorm, you don't need to pay dorm fee. So yeah, what can you do to have a high chance of getting it? If you're coming from undergraduate, try to have HSK. Even if it's HSK 4, 3, just try to write HSK. I think you can write it online. Try to write HSK so that when you apply, because people from China here will be applying. So when you're applying, they will see, okay, this person has HSK. Let's give them. Because my friends that had higher grades, like their GPA was really high compared to people that they gave those other people. Why? Because those other people had HSK 4 and then they only had HSK 2. It's the Chinese government that's giving that scholarship, so you have to have HSK. Like, it's just important, especially this period. So try to write HSK. Then if you're going for master, you can try to write HSK 4, 6 or higher. Please just try. It will boost your opportunity. Then the normal school scholarship, just all the scholarship. One thing again I would say is apply on time. Don't wait maybe a month before it's about to end. Apply. Mainly you're hearing Chinese scholarship, apply. So the CAC scholarship usually starts in October so like this year, October, November, it will start. So start getting ready. Get all your documents, your police character, medical, bank statement, everything ready, and your HSK ready to write to submit immediately. You see that it's out. Then for the other one where they just pay, like you just pay school fees, like they will just like pay dorm fee or full scholarship, but they won't give you stipends. Also try to apply on time, because the thing is, if you apply late, they might have used all the money they have to give other people scholarship, and by the time you apply, they don't have enough money again to fund everybody. Now they'll not be giving you 20% scholarship, 10% and the rest, which is expensive with Africa's current rates and economy. So yeah, that's what I would advise. And again, if you are about to apply for your visa, you are yet to apply, and you feel like Abuja is too far or Lagos is too far from where you are. Okay, no, Abuja precisely is too far from where you are to notarize your document. You cannot come because if you notarize your police character, your foreign affairs team might take a week or some days to come out. You can send me a message. I'll give you put you in contact with an agent that can help you. Just send all your documents to him, pay him a fee of like helping you transportation and this rest. He helps you get all your documents notarized and you're good to go. So you just come to Abuja, you meet up with him, and he gives you your document and your notarized certificate and everything. Okay, I really hope I was helpful. I try my best as possible to help as much as I can, and I hope this was helpful. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment, because you like and YouTube sends my video to other people to also watch. So please comment, say something and like. Thank you so much. Bye.